Oh, hi! This week, I'm gonna make a femme casual cosplay of Han Solo because I've been on a real dress kick and that guy's rad, so why not? Also because I've had this fucking sketch on my corkboard for like 4 years now and I just need to make the damn thing so that it'll stop being in my brain. Here's what you need. I'm a little pressed for time for making this because I'm heading to a Harry Potter event, which why I'm making a Star Wars outfit, I don't know. That's why I'm just sitting with coffee and not drinking beer. As I said, I'm doing a dress. So in place of the pants, I'm making the skirt out of this blue navy flannel, kind of a muted navy. And I also have this muted burgundy color that's gonna go with it for the striping on the side of the skirt. And then for a shirt, I used to think it was just a white shirt, but it's kind of like a grimy off-white. And I have this bodice piece of a raglan tee I cut apart, but any kind of off-white fabric should work for this. And then you know the rest of the deal: scissors, pins, matching thread, and a sewing machine, and also some elastic, actually. Probably, maybe. I happen to have this 1/4 inch elastic band that will fit around my waist. I'm gonna do this kind of high-waisted. What a surprise. You can cut out the skirt however you like. I have this dress that I never wear because I don't really like the pattern, but the skirt part fits great. So I'm just gonna flip this inside out just so I can copy the general shape. The thing is, this is stretchy fabric where the flannel is not, so I'm actually gonna have to make the skirt shape bigger, but at least this will give me a guideline as far as the angles and everything I want. Oh, hi, tripod leg. Also, hey, you can see my leg tattoo. So I have my flannel laid out and it's folded over so that I have 2 layers going. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna add 4 or 5 inches to each side. Basically just giving myself like a crazy big seam allowance. So then I'm gonna cut along the bottom, but I'm just gonna give it like a 1/2 inch seam allowance because I don't need the extra room on the bottom like I do on the sides. Next I'm gonna do a straight stitch along the side seams. Ta-da! Beautiful. Oh, by the way, make sure you do that with right sides together. Okay, now we're gonna make sure that the top is how we want it to look. I think I'm gonna turn this into a halter top. Han's pretty much wearing a basic button up, so you can do whatever the hell you want with this. Basically like a deep V to start with. My objective here is to cut everything high enough that I don't need to stitch any kind of neckline on here. And then because your armpits aren't at the same height as your neck, I'm gonna have to open these up a little more. And actually, I'm not keeping the back high like it is right now, so I'm gonna cut around. I'm gonna go straight across the back. Cool. How we looking? Things are even. This is a look I've never gone for before, but I actually like how this is looking so far. Goes down. Oh, maybe wearing a black bra was a bad idea. Well, hello, welcome to a week later. Where the fuck was I headed? Oh yes. So I got my skirt right side out. This is the top hem. Now I'm gonna pull my top inside out over all of this. So it'll be right sides together. So the bottom hem of the shirt and the top hem of the skirt are touching. Because the shirt is real stretchy and the flannel is not. Attach side seams first, then you're gonna pin around the whole rest of this. I'd recommend doing it in like quarters, like kind of having everything and working your way around. It's probably the best way to go. So I have all my midpoints clipped together. I'm gonna attach the ends of the elastic together. Now that I get a whole loop, I'm just gonna sneak it in under all these clips. All right, so now I'm gonna do a zigzag stitch through all 3 of these layers, through the flannel, through the shirt, and over the elastic. And make sure you're stretching out all the layers as you're going. Hey, look at that. It's all cinched and ruffly now. All right, progress. We're getting there. So next up is going to be adding the red to the side seams. I'm just going to cut some strips off of this thing. You know what? I changed my mind with how we're going to do the side strips. Because we're femming this up already, and because I remembered I took all of this lace off of that skirt I was just cutting up, I'm actually just going to attach this to the edge. And it has like a scalloped edge, so it won't look like a completely straight line, at least on this front edge. Again, tackle this however you want with whatever material is available to you. That's kind of my thing. Oh, in case you want to like know how I'm attaching this, I'm just gonna find the top of one of the side seams. This is a good look. I'm gonna fold over a little piece of the ribbon like this, so there's a little bit of a hem. I'm gonna lay the straight edge of this ribbon right along the seam and just pin it down as I go. Shit, now I gotta switch the thread. Motherfucker, it's coming out so cute. So unless you're going to be hemming your top at all, which I am not, just because the way the knit is, it's rolling over pretty nicely. So my last step is just going to be hemming the bottom. So I'm just going to fold all this over like 1/2 inch or so, and then do a straight stitch around, and then I'm done. Fuck. Except this means I need to change the thread again. This is the single most comfortable dress I've ever made. I really like this situation here. Hey, halter top? Pretty comfortable. It's a little droopy on the side. I should have used a bigger elastic. I have a prop gun that looks nothing like Han's gun. So scary. And of course, it's like 90 goddamn degrees outside and so humid, so I'm sweating like a fucking pig. Much like the last time the weather was like this, and I decided that was the day to cover myself in 16 layers of denim for my Hedwig costume. The things I do for the internet. You know, I have this vest that I got from someone who dressed up like Slash for Halloween one year. Does this do anything for it? No, this is like way too big. Ella, how did you wear this vest? You are much tinier than I am, and I don't understand. It is covering the weird strapless bra thing, though. That's not how he poses. He's like doing the robot, I guess. If you'd like to see more weird crafting videos, you can subscribe up here. I post new videos every week. If you'd like to see the dope ass perks that I have on my Patreon, you can check that out up here. And I'll put that Hedwig costume I was talking about right here so you can check that out and see me equally as sweaty but covered in makeup. Here's what you need. What is my arm doing?